everybody. Today I'm talking about Saturn going direct in Aquarius, and it will be on 15th of November. And once he goes direct, this is his last lap in Aquarius. So it's a very important transit. So let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Saturn going direct in Aquarius. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. Also, I am going to be doing the Rahu Ketu temple trip from 6th to 17th February in beautiful Kerala. So the early bird is 17th of November. So check out the program on my website, komilla.com. So the Rahu Ketu temple trip. And this is specifically for the Rahu Saturn conjunction in Pisces in 2025. 6th to 17th of February 2025. So what about Saturn going direct in Aquarius? It is going to go direct on 15th of November at 18 degrees Aquarius, which is in Shatabhishak Nakshatra. And then it will continue in Shatabhishak till December, go into Purva Bhadra, where it will remain for most of next year. And in this transit, it will end on 29th of March, actually quite dramatic ending, because 29th of March is also a solar eclipse, and then immediately after that Saturn moves into Pisces and Rahu is waiting it. But this Saturn in Aquarius, the last leg of Saturn in Aquarius, is now happening, and we have had Saturn in Aquarius since last 2.5 years. So always when Saturn is in Aquarius, it's in a strong sign, own sign, and creating a Mahapurusha yoga for Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But always Saturn, as he's ending, is also going to teach us some lessons. So we should be prepared for it. We may not understand what the lesson is. It could be later that we understand the lesson. So anyway, so when we are looking at Saturn in Aquarius, what we have to be concerned about is that Saturn is going to station at 18 degrees Aquarius, and then he's traveling 18 to 30 degrees Aquarius. So firstly, if you have moon at 18 degrees Aquarius, then this is a very stressful transit for you. So you do need to watch out for that. And then secondly, if you have any other planets, so according to their Karaka, if you have planets at 18 degrees, you could say 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, that's where the pressure is. And the thing is this, that when Saturn turns direct, he's very slow moving. So he's not moving very fast. So he grinds itself on the planets, and the moon definitely means that you are in intense Sarasati, and it's a challenging time for you if you have moon at 18 degrees. But if you have other planets as well, according to their house rulership and Karaka, it will get affected. And then, Saturn is moving last time in 30 years, 29 years really, last time in that last degrees of Aquarius. So it means that if you have planets 18 to 30 degrees of Aquarius, this is the last trip of Saturn going over them. And it's not as challenging as 18 degrees, but it means that Saturn is going to go over your planets, mature. If your moon in late degrees of Aquarius. This is the intense Sarasati for 9th of March. Saturn will move into Pisces, and then that is a separate journey for all of us. And Aquarius is a strong sign for Saturn, but Aquarius is also Vayu Saturn. So Vayu means air element, and Saturn is air element, Aquarius is air element. So it can exaggerate all the fears and anxieties, and sometimes it can create big events, and then it has nothing to support it. So, you could see a big inflation and then sudden drop of it, or even say prices going very high. And you do need to be cautious of it. Don't take unnecessary risks, but strong, steady, taking your time, dealing with Saturn's issues, that is the best way to deal with it. 15th of November for all of us is a day to watch out for. And I'm watching this here. I'm in India, as you can see, and I'm seeing this. There's some things just getting slow and delayed, and irritability can be high. And but once Saturn goes direct, it's almost whoosh, as if all the energy is released, and you are free to act and do things. So it's not a negative aspect. It's just a nature of Saturn. When he's going direct, he's like a volcano storing up energy, and it can suddenly go direct and release all the energy. So sometimes you'll see protests around this time, or obstacles, things coming your way. So do take it in your stride. Saturn will conjoin with Venus, Sun, and Mercury. So it's almost like these three planets are conjoining with Saturn, maturing, moving on. And it is every year that these three planets conjoin with Saturn, but this is the last conjunction in Aquarius. And so they are important. 18th, 19th of January, Venus-Saturn conjunction is there. Venus-Saturn are friends. So overall, Venus-Saturn in Aquarius will be quite good, but the exact conjunction is not the best. So 18th, 19th of January, to be aware of it. Next conjunction of Saturn is going to be with Mercury, 26th, 27th of March. And Gemini, Virgo need to be cautious on those days. But Mercury is also friends of Saturn, and it is quite a nice transit. But just the 26th, 27th can be pressurized, so to watch out for that. And finally, Sun-Saturn conjunction is there in March, 11th, 12th of March. And this is also a time when Saturn will be combust. That means he's not going to be visible to the naked eye for people, and it is going to be a difficult time for Saturn, and especially if you're Capricorn, Aquarius, you're really burnt out. And Saturn conjunctions cause problems for people in power. There are always some difficult issues, whether you're at the top in a company or in the government. So I found that every year, Sun, Saturn, and it happens yearly, so it is a regular conjunction that we just watch and be aware of it. Main thing to study is from your moon sign and the ascendant lagna. So Aries, Saturn is in the 11th house. It's a very strong transit. 11th house is connected to money and finances. So once it goes direct, you can really use this energy to practically sort out your finances. But also, Saturn will reward you for your hard work. Taurus, Saturn is in your 10th house, best planet for Taurus. And as it goes direct, it has many gifts to give you over the next few months. So enjoy them, and also restructure of work. And you may think that there are some new ways to work and get success from it. Gemini, Saturn is in the ninth house. Ninth house is study and knowledge and father. This not the best transit, but Saturn is in dignity, so he's strong. And so we should enjoy that, and it can give you some important ways to further your education, but slowly does it. Cancer, Saturn is in Aquarius. It's not the easiest transit for you. It's Ashtama Shani. And even though Saturn may not immediately be troublesome like Sarasati, but they can be bring out health issues, can bring sudden changes, unexpected events. But Saturn has been in Aquarius for some time. So you may already feel some of that unsettled energy, but just to be cautious and careful. Saturn is in the seventh house. It is creating a Mahapurusha yoga for you. So strength in partnership, friends, people can support you at this time. But Saturn means that you have to also look for the general public and average people, not just always thinking about ego and power, that is Leo issues, but more about general people. Virgo, Saturn in the sixth house. It's a good transit. It just shows hard work, responsibility, duty. So those are the main things to watch out for. And Karma Yoga, if you add some selfless service to your portfolio, that would be very helpful. Libra, Saturn is in the fifth house. Fifth house is to do with children, creativity. Saturn can bring extra responsibilities of children, duty. Sometimes it is not always giving you kind of creative ideas. It wants you to be more practical and down to earth. Scorpio, Saturn is in the fourth house. Although Saturn is creating a Mahapurusha yoga for you, it's not an easy yoga. It is also Kantaka Shani, fourth house transit from your ascendant. I did make separate videos about these 3 difficult transits of Saturn. And it can also bring some unexpected career change for you. It may have already done, but if it hasn't, then the next few months there can be some, pressure to either reimagine how you work and or a sudden change. But fourth house Saturn, it's about home and happiness. Sagittarius, Saturn is in your third house of self-effort. So Saturn's effort is always slow and steady. It wins the race. Take your time. Don't rush into things. But at the same time, if you organize and plan things over this next few months, it will be very successful. Capricorn, Saturn is your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord. So this is a big change of energy for you from retrograde to direct. It's in the second house of savings and finances, but it's your Lagna Lord. So I would say that it's going to bring a lot of opportunities. You have been stuck for a little while because Saturn has been retrograde. It's releasing all your energies, and in a nice Saturnian way, you can do your work and step-by-step planning. Aquarius, Saturn is in your Lagna. Depending on your Lagna, ascendant degree or moon degree, depends on how you feel this transit. Those people who have ascendant at 18 degrees Aquarius, then this is a challenging transit for you and can bring some big changes and stress as well. Or if you have ascendant from 18 to 30 degrees, then Saturn is going to go over your ascendant, but not as intense as the 18-degree ascendant. But if you have got early degrees ascendant, then you can enjoy the Mahapurusha yoga, a positive result of the Saturn transit. Pisces, Saturn is in the 12th house. It's encouraging you to save your money, to be careful, to, maybe travel abroad. Saturn, not the best planet for you, but 12th Lord in the 12th house also is a very good astrology yoga. I made a video on Viparita Raja yogas. You should check that out. But it can mean that you are making good use of challenging circumstances, and you can reverse the trend for you. So that is it for today. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. Thank you very much.